Hi, it's Malcolm here and welcome to another video. This one's about Greyhorse Bot and a new bonus that I've added to the members area, or about to add to the members area as I'm shooting this video. Now, it is a beta version of a piece of software, so it's still it's still being created. I'm kind of working out where I want to go with it, and that's why I've released it as a beta version within the Greyhorse Bot members area, so that you can have a look at it, play with it, and then just let me know what you like and what you don't. Now, if you look, I've called it the Betfair Market Finder, and the reason I've done that is because that's what I want it for. Now, at the moment, it's not an automated piece of software, it's a manual piece of software. It can only stake at the moment. There's no liability or any other type of stake. That's all going to come later on. This is kind of like a pet project of mine, and it allows me to kind of explore the API, Betfair's API, explore what's possible, what's not. I've learned a lot about it, but you know, sometimes I have programmers programming the Greyhorse Bot where I wanted to get more involved in the programming side as well and learn a bit more about what's going on, and this is my way of doing it. So it's a standard login. It uses the same login as Greyhorse Bot at the moment. So if you can log into Greyhorse Bot, you'll be able to log into this software. You will need your user ID from the members area, and that will be where you download this software from, or from your accounts page. So you do need that. Once you log in, then you can use the software. Now, as I said, it's a stake or Dutch. It does do under £1. I haven't totally got all that right at the moment, but it will do back stakes and lay stakes under £1, as you can see here. I've done it. It's basically a Dutch market, and I've Dutched those two runners, and I'll come to that in a minute. Okay, so the idea of the software is that during the day I often want to go on horse race, and I want to have a look at the football markets, which I'm getting a bit more interested in at the moment. I obviously do greyhounds as well. Now, I've got automated software, or the Greyhorse Bot, running a number of automated systems, but I also just like to go and see what's going on. A classic is that I like Dutch and maiden. So if we switch this to horse racing, and I went maiden, UK, I think that's all I need to do. Horse racing, win market, and I'll come to all this in a minute and go get markets. We'll see if there's any maidens running. So there's quite a few today, actually. So there's one at 1300. Well, that's about an hour away. Which is one of the things I need to do here, is put timers of how long it is to that market, or how long it's been in play, that kind of thing. So they're the type of things that are going to come along. But say I wanted to Dutch this market here. Now, you can activate Dutch, or activate Dutch, takes a couple of seconds, and then what you can do is, if you select, say, 2, you can then calculate the Dutch. It is calculating as well as it goes along, so if you have a look, it's already calculated that 3 is worth a book. If we put that as £1, that makes more sense, and calculate Dutch, you can see that that's a 40% Dutch, or 40% of your stake Dutch. It's a book value of 72.8, and if we go one more, we can get a 20% Dutch, which actually is not too bad for our, on Dutches, and it's the kind of thing I want to do on a maiden market. I like trying to Dutch the top 3 or 4, generally the 4 if I can get it at around that sort of thing. So we've got 82% of the book we've covered, so that's not too bad. Yeah, that's one thing I like to do during the day. You notice there's US markets and everything here, so we can just go get rid of all countries, and then it will only show UK. So there's 2 maiden races, 13, 13, 10 today. Football is the more probably interesting one, although I'll go over horse racing because there's a couple of things I want to tell you. You notice I've just done maiden there. If I'd done hurdle and get markets, now we're seeing maiden and hurdle races, not just maiden. And if we clicked combine, you will see that they're maiden hurdles. So if I clicked off hurdles and put handicaps, probably won't see any markets. Yeah, so we're getting an error there. There's no markets. It doesn't refresh the screen at the moment. If it doesn't find markets, I've got to do that. But basically, there are no handicap maidens. which makes total sense because there's not such a thing as handicap maidens. So if we don't chase, it would be the same thing, because the only thing that we know we've got today is hurdles and maidens. So, and that's how you do that. So you get maiden hurdles. Now, if you don't combine them, you can get all sorts of things coming up. So basically, it's a quick way of finding markets that you wanted to. So if you just wanted one type of particular market, as I showed you, I like maidens, and if I click that, I get maiden races, and they're the two I want. Now, football's very similar. The thing you have to remember about football is that you need the countries. You either need to select your countries, or you need all countries. I mean, there may well be UK race matches today. I've got to remember to change from races to matches. So we take match odds, and if we go get markets, so don't seem to be any UK markets. So let's go all countries and get markets. And you can see that these are all the match markets at the moment. Now, if I knew a team that I wanted to, so like Sweden are playing today, if I wanted to just see that team, this usually works anyway, it should just find me the Sweden teams playing today. So the women's under 23s and the women's the women's under 23 and the main team women's is playing. You can go to in-play markets as well, but they're at 1700, so that's coming up with no markets. Okay, so just remember that you've got all markets in play or not. I prefer to mix, to either look at in play or not. Now, there are lots of things that you can do with football, obviously. And one of them is like half time. How do you tell when it's half time? And I still haven't got to that one. But one of the ways you could do it is if you go in play markets and go like that. Is there no in play market? Oh, because I've got Sweden still. Take Sweden out and look at the in play markets. Now, these two 10:30 markets haven't got a match. Haven't got a half-time market, so it's past half-time. This one's still got a half-time market, and you can look for goals. Like if it, I will eventually put code in so that you could find, half-time markets and that kind of thing. But it's not available straight from the API, Betfair's API. So you have to do weird little things, like, is there a half-time market? How long since the market? Or you've got to find a feed. Now, this is free software at the moment. I'm not going to spend out on a feed at the moment. It depends on how popular it becomes within the members area, whether people like it or whether they don't, whether they use it or whether they don't. So at the moment, I'm not going to go on any feed. But I will work out ways to do different things. Like you can tell what goal market is on by the correct score market. So if you went to the correct score market and we go select... And if we go to correct score, you can see that 3-0, the match is probably at 2-3 because there's no lay prices on any of those markets, and there's no lay market on the 3-0. So that match order 2-3. Actually, funny enough, now where did that go then? So it might have been another goal. The only way it gets difficult is when you go over the 3-3 because there are no markets over that. So you can only kind of work it out up to that. So the prices have just gone there, so it might have been a goal or something, I don't know. But basically, the only one left now is 3-3, so maybe no, it's still 2-3. So that's probably a 2-3 match at the moment. So that's the way you can tell what the score generally is on the market. So you can use that to kind of work out, as long as it's below 3-3, and then after that it goes obviously any other home win or any other away win or any other draw. So that's one way of doing that. So there are all the under or markets, goal markets, so 0-5. Another way you can tell what's going on in the match is just look at what under over or over under matches are actually available. So I kind of guess you know how to do that. There is tennis markets as well. The other thing you've got to remember is that match odds is used a lot across Betfair's markets. So if you didn't select anything with tennis, but select match odds, that's what you'll get the matches in play at the moment. If you went not in play, you can see the ones. Also, I want to put in there like WTA, and if I can do that, I think I probably can. And AT, whatever the other one is, the male ATM, is it the male one? But yeah, basically I want to add those to it, but you can get the other markets there. The other thing about that match odds, it's actually used partly on the AVB markets as well. So if we go back to horse racing, and go UK not in play, and we go AVB, you'll notice that when that comes up, if there are any at the moment, I don't know, AVB markets at the moment, normally comes up as match odds as well. UK only. Let's have a look. It's a bit early in the day, maybe they haven't done them quite yet, because they normally don't do them till just before racing starts, but I'm pretty sure it's started. AVB, all markets. Oh, it's because I've clicked maiden, that might be doing it. Maybe there's no, let's have a look. I just combine. Still getting used to what I've done and what I haven't done. So yeah, combine needs to be ticked. I remember now. There's a couple of things I've got to sort out where you have to click one to get the other. I'll try and, well, that's why I've done this video, so you can see me playing about with it. But match bets are, so that one's over, obviously. That one's there. So it's match bet 1 for ABV market. If you want the two TPBs markets, which is the 2, 4, 5 place markets, you click that way. So if we click those two off, yeah, just remember to have combined select. I'll sort that out. It might be sorted out by the time you actually use the software, but I'll be doing loads of updates, and you can see all the to be place markets, so you can sort of go through them for there. So there's 9 runners there, so but you can go through and see if there's markets that you might want to be on. Very, very simply. And that's the point, is I've tried to make it as quick as possible. There's still some little bits of things that need to be sorted out, but you know, it can be. So the other thing was, as I said, you can Dutch it, and I've already kind of shown you that. You can bet under £1. I've already mentioned it's got your account balance, basically how long you've been running the software, that kind of thing. But yeah, it is a beta version of the software, so there's bound to be a couple of things that don't always work. Oh, by the way, it's one click software. As soon as you click, it will make the bet. If it doesn't do it on the first click, it will do it on the second one, whatever, but generally it's one click software. And as I said, you know, make sure your stakes are what you want them to be. There's no real reporting at the moment. It'll show down here what you've got matched. I wonder if I've got any. I've got some on the football match. If we go to football, actually, let's go back to the win market and maidens and get markets. Click greyhounds instead of football. So just say I wanted to go for that one. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, the other thing is you can sort these a little bit, which with some software you can't, and that's one of the things I wanted to do. Obviously it's a maiden, so there's not much form information available. There's the name, this is the number of the runner. The sort priority is from Betfair. Normally they update that to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 based on price, but that can be a little bit out sometimes. But I don't know why I've kept that in. It's just for my information at the moment. So if we Dutch, say the top 4 for £1, we're going to make 20 pence if one of those come in. And so I just often just before I place the Dutch, I recalculate it. Now at the moment the software has got no, you know, check the odds range and that kind of thing, so you have to be careful if it doesn't all get matched. But if you calculate and place bet, it should do it quite quickly. Okay, so they've all been placed, and you can see the prices that we got when we placed them. And if we went to that market, which is the 1300 Musselburgh, you can see, sorry, I'll bring that in. You can see that I've been matched at those prices. So if any of those, one of those fours come in, I make my 20% or 20p bets. I'm playing around with a couple of maiden ideas at the moment, or Dutchian ideas at the moment, one on this, one on football. So there's kind of different things going on. So I'm not wasting too much of the bank at the moment. But anyway, so as I said, this is a beta piece of software. It's going to be in the members area. It'll be under the beta section, which if you go on the left-hand menu of the Greyhound website, which I'll leave a link to in the description, you can then download this, log in and play around with it. Please let me know if you come across any problems, if you want any updates, if there's something that you would like to see in the software, because it's kind of an experiment, and I want to kind of just see where it goes. And I kind of like it. I use it every day now. And although I've got automated software, I like the fact that I can just play around with markets and go to one market, go to another, try something out, see what happens, and that kind of thing. But I am also working on a lot of new automated software and some Greyhorse Bot updates and that kind of thing. So it's not the one thing I'm working on. It's just one of many different apps that are going on at the moment. The football apps are going to be quite exciting as they come out. But yeah, okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.